Welcome everyone. Good morning. Chazak Baruch. So today we're going to talk about the differences between Sephardim and Ashkenazim with regards to their Ketuba. So everyone should do according to their custom when they get married, to use, if they're Sephardic, to use a Sephardic Ketuba, and Ashkenaz to use an Ashkenaz Ketuba. The first major difference is that there's a machlok in the Gemara if a Ketuba is mideoraita or miderabanan. And Tanaim and Amoraim grapple with it, and the poskim come to different conclusions. And the Sephardic poskim are of the opinion that it's miderabanan. The Ashkenazi poskim are of the opinion that it's mideoraita. And therefore, in an Ashkenaz ketubah, it would say in the text, etc., that this ketubah is a ketubah deoraita, etc. Whereas the Sephardic does not say that. So that's one major difference right there. As far as the names, the Sephardic ketubah has the name of the Chatan, of course, the Chatan's father, and the Chatan's grandfather, father's father, and the last name. Whereas Ashkenazim, they just have the Chatan and his father's name, the Kala and her father's name, without grandfather and without last names. Ashkenazim and most Sephardim, they sign the Ketubah prior to the Chuppah, whereas there are some Sephardim that they sign the Ketubah under the Chuppah itself. And the last point, a big difference, is that in the time of the Gemara, the monetary value that a wife that was never married before that she gets is 200 zuz. And that would be if after 120 years, or if there's a divorce, then she gets this amount of money, and that's usually the amount that could cover a lady's expenses for a year, 200 zuz. So Ashkenazim still put that amount in the ketubah. They don't put a up-to-date monetary value. They use the Gemara's value, 200 zuz. Zuz.
Yeah, we call the rabbi brother.
$200. So what's the zuz worth? So I'm not sure exactly, but 200 zuz was the amount that a lady lived off for a year. So the way we do it here, so Sephardim, so what do the Sephardim do? Sephardim put a monetary amount. They actually put a monetary amount. And the Ketubah in general is, we make it that it's kind of three parts in the monetary value. The amount that the husband owes to his wife after this time, that's the actual Ketubah. We estimate an amount that the wife brings into the marriage, and we give her something at the end based on that. And another gift that the husband wants to give, which is like an extra. So the way that Rabbi Yisrael would do it is he would put 18,000, 18,000, 18,000, so 54. There are some people that do 12, 12, 12, total of 36, but in general, that's what's done. In order so that there's not going to be machloket. A lady's going to say, what, I'm only worth 54, I should be worth this, I should be worth that. And actually, other Sephardim have this kind of issue, where it's kind of based on whatever the Chatan wants, but the Kala might not be so happy. And there was once in the news a story that right there at the Chuppah, they broke it off because the girl got offended of how much the guy put in the Ketubah. Right? So, by Sayag, and I think probably from Morocco, there was kind of a standard that they put, so that's what I tell Khatanim as well. Like, this is the amount, don't argue with it. If you want more, you want less, do that civilly. But this is what's going to happen in the Ketubah.
What about if, like Sephardic marriage? How it works?
So we go with the husband's custom. The husband's custom takes over. So the difference here between Sephardim and Ashkenazim, as far as this thing is, let's say you put Canadian dollars, and now 50 years from now, the husband and wife have been married, or if a couple got married in Morocco, they put the what's the Moroccan currency again? The dirham, right? So they put francs, let's say, right? And now 50 years later, there's no such thing as francs anymore, right? So they put 100,000 francs, and now 100,000 francs is obsolete. So the husband tells his wife, I'm sorry, nothing, you get zero. Right? It doesn't work like that. Right? So that would fall back onto the zuz. Or Ashkenazim, they have 200 zuz. And now you have to go estimate how much that is when the time comes. So it's a little bit of, it's hard to gauge, even on both sides, but that's the way that is done for Ashkenazim and for Sephardim. So that is a little bit of the Ketubah lesson for today. Mincha tonight at 4:35. Have a good day, everyone. Tana Devei Eliyahu.